Hello, my friends. This is Dr. B. Dr. B has been in medicine for 30 years. And Dr. B is here because he cares about you. 30 years in medicine. I am here because I love you. I care about you. I'm not here for those of you who are new to my channel. I apologize. I have to say it in a few seconds. I'm not here to sell you anything, to sell you any products, to recommend anything about miracle drugs and miracle procedures and blah, blah, blah. I am here to transfer to you my knowledge, my huge 30 years of scientific medical knowledge in my brain that I have accumulated, working hard, studying hard every day for 30 years, guys. And I'm now 50 years old. I need to transfer my knowledge to you so that those of you who do not have medical knowledge, right, do not fall into the trap, many traps that you see online, that I read online, that I see online, blogs, vlogs, articles, blah, blah, it doesn't matter. Millions of articles, millions of videos about people wanting to sell you miracle stuff about this product, this procedure, that procedure, to make you younger, to make you more beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Dr. B is here not for the money, not for the glory, not for the fame. I cannot care less about the money. I make enough at work, guys, more than I need. I'm here because I care about you. It doesn't matter your race, your gender, your ethnicity, whoever the catso you are. I don't care. I'm here because I love you. I love medicine and I love you. If you're a human being, I've heard that supposedly from my nephew that there are some robots, I don't know if it's robots or stuff, that are watching people's videos to give them more views on YouTube. I don't know about anything about that's what my nephew told me. So if you're not a robot watching me, if you're a human being, I care about you. Dr. B cares about you. Today, guys, I want to talk to you about an important statistic. And that is the statistic regarding our healthcare expenditure, about how much our nation, how much our population, right? The U.S. population, 330 million people. Right now we are in 2025, right? Month of May, this video I'm talking to you right now, it is the month of May 2025. And we have the statistics, the official statistics, right, about how much our country spent on healthcare, what we call our healthcare expenditures in the year 2023. We don't have yet, because it takes time to get these statistics, we don't have yet the statistics for the year 2024, which is last year, but we have the statistics for the year 2025. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Guys, Dr. B is a medical doctor for 30 years, and he's also a master in public health. I'm a medical doctor and a master in public health. I know everything about medicine. I know everything about public health. And I have, for those of you who didn't read my biography, blah, 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 below in my stuff, that I have also 14 active and valid licenses in medical sonography, medical ultrasound in the US here. So, and that is the record, North American record. No doctor, nobody has more licenses or more licenses than me in medical sonography. I have 14. I'm certified and licensed in 14 different fields of medical ultrasound. So I want you guys to trust me. I'm not on this channel. I'm not here to talk about, to BS you, to make money and blah, blah, blah. I'm here because I love you as a human being. I care about you, right? I'm here because I want to transfer to you my knowledge so that you can be healthy. You can stop falling into the trap of buying this, buying that they try to sell you. All BS, all garbage with no scientific backing. Today I want to talk to you about these important statistics so that you understand why. We spent, guys, in the year 2023, again we don't have the statistic for last year, 22, but it will come out 2024. In the year 2023, we spent, our nation, our population, right, the 330 million Americans, they spent on health care, right, listen to this, $4.9 trillion. Guys, not million, not billions, right? But trillions of dollars. I repeat, $4.9 trillion our population, our nation, our people spent on healthcare. Isn't that crazy? And what I mean by healthcare is from dental care, right, to eye care, to medicine, surgeries, doctor visits, chiropractor, this doctor, this procedure, that procedure. It doesn't matter. You put everything together, right, in the field of healthcare, right? Our population spent, right, $4.9 trillions of dollars, $1 trillion on healthcare in the year 2023, which was more than 2022, which was more than 2021. And I bet you in 2024, when the statistics come out, it will reach probably and pass $5 trillion. Every year, our healthcare expenditures increase, from dental care to vision care to nose care, ear care, doctor care, surgeries, blah blah blah, back chiropractor, anything is health care, right? Medication, blah 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 blah. We spend $4.9 trillion, and every year it's going up, and it will keep rising, right? Now, this is crazy, right? And the politicians, they don't care. And the cost of healthcare is going up. Our healthcare expenditure is going up. Our national debt as of 2025 has now reached $37 trillion, guys. $1 trillion. Our national debt, our credit card debt, right? My credit card, right, if I go get my wallet, my credit card, I have about $500 of credit debt, right? I'm going to pay it at the end of the month, right? Our nation has 37 trillion, not million, not billion, $1 trillion of debt, right? This is crazy. We have $37 trillion of national debt, and that keeps going up every freaking year, right? And our country keeps spending more and more and more on healthcare. So not only our national debt keeps rising, as of 2025, it is now $37 trillion, but also our healthcare expenditure keeps rising and rising and rising. And in the year 2023, I repeat, it was $4.9 trillion that we spent, right? Regardless of your politics and stuff like that, every president, before the current president Donald Trump, our national debt increased. During the past president Joe Biden, right, our national debt, guys, increased by $4 trillion in 4 years. From the moment that Joe Biden got into the White House to the moment that he left, which was 4 years, our national debt increased by $4 trillion, not million, not billion. Our credit card, national credit card, increased by $4 trillion. I don't know how much it's going to be under the current president. How much is going to be 1 trillion, 2 trillion, 5 trillion, who knows? But it is crazy. It is crazy. And a huge part of this national debt that keeps going up, is of course Social Security, Medicare, right? So Medicare is of course reimbursing for all these procedures that elderly people have and blah, 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 procedures, medication, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to go into the politics and the debate about Medicare and Social Security. I just want you to understand where we stand right now so that you can help yourself and not have your healthcare, your personal, family, and your self-expenditure increase, right? So right now in 2023, we spent $4.9 trillion. Now, despite being the number one country in the world to spend so much money, we're the number one regarding healthcare expenditures. We have spent more money, by far more money than any other country in the world. But than Canada, than any European country, than Japan and Australia, blah, 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 blah. We spend so much on healthcare, by far we are the number one, just by little, not by little bit, just by far. Not only that, but in addition to be the number one spender in healthcare, having the number one healthcare expenditure, we have one of the lowest health outcome of any industrialized developed country. Japanese are doing better than us, Australians are doing better than us, French are doing better than us, and blah, 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 blah. Now, one of the major reasons, right, there are many reasons why. One of the major reasons why, despite spending $4.9 trillion every year on our population's health and having less worst outcomes in terms of health than any other population in Western countries, is because we do not treat the disease, we just control it. So we don't treat and get rid of the diabetes, we just control it, right? And remember, half of our population is obese. Means they have a BMI, body mass index, at 30 or above, right? And 1/3 of our population is not just obese, 1/3 of our population is morbidly obese. Means they have a body mass index at 35 or above. So half of our population is obese, and 1/3 of it is not only obese, but they are morbidly obese. Guys, remember, a normal BMI, body mass index, has to be between 20, right, and 24.9, right? Dr. B has a BMI at 20. Dr. B has a flat tummy like a board. I have no love handle. My glucose, fasting glucose, is that of a baby. My cholesterol, that of a baby. My blood pressure is that of a baby. My triglycerides, that of a baby. Blah, blah, blah. There are many reasons to that. I talked to you about it in a few other videos. But think about that. So normal BMI between 20 and 24.9. It becomes borderline once you reach 25 and above. Once you reach 30, your body mass index, BMI, is at 30 or above, you become obese. That's half of the US population. And now teenagers are obese. Think about that. Teenagers are becoming obese. A lot of teenagers are now being diagnosed not only with these crazy mental disorders, right? For many reasons. I'll have to talk to you about it sometime. Why is it that so many teenagers are now developing these mental disorders, right? ADHD and sleeplessness and bulimia and blah, blah, blah. I'll talk to you. And of course, a lot of kids being diagnosed with autism more and more and more. I'll talk to to you about that. But now half of our population is obese. A third of our population is morbidly obese, right? But we spend $4.9 trillion on taking care of our population. How is it possible? We have the highest rate of morbidity, morbid obesity and obesities in the world. We have the very low healthcare outcomes compared to other nations, but we spend more money, right? We don't treat the diabetes, we control it, right? I mean, look at the food industry pushing all this food, right? So people get 3 medication for their diabetes, get 2 medication for their high blood pressure, they get this medication for their insomnia, they get medication for heart failure, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And a lot of it has to do with a combination of factors, right? Very poor diet, too much food, processed food, lack of sleep, lack of exercise, too much alcohol, weed, tobacco. I mean, it's a combination of everything, guys, that makes our population be in such a disastrous shape, despite us, our nation, our population. This is your money, guys. This is taxpayers' money that is spent on healthcare every year. $4.9 trillion just in 2023. When we get the statistics for 2024, which is last year, right now, May 2025, as of this video, it will probably reach $5 trillion. And our population is getting sicker than ever. Our teenagers are becoming more and more obese every year, developing these mental disorders. Our elderly people getting more and more heart attacks and strokes and kidney disease, heart failure, cancer, the rates of cancer, kidney disease, heart failure, cirrhosis of the liver, chronic hepatitis, fatty liver, heart failure, neurodegenerative diseases, everything going up, right? High blood pressure, diabetes. I mean, it's crazy, right? Because there's all this combination of factors that they don't explain to you, they don't talk to you about. All they push on you is more food, eat this, eat that. You turn on the TV, they advertise about food. You turn on the radio, they advertise about food, right? And then the pharmaceutical industry, they're in cahoot, right? The pharmaceutical industry with the food industry are in cahoot. They love each other, right? Because the food industry puts all these carcinogen, poisons, sugar, salt, nitrates, nitrites in your food. They make you sick, they make you obese, they give all this dementia to the elderly people, right? And the pharmaceutical industry, they love it because they want to find the treatments for these neurodegenerative diseases and diabetes. And each year they come up with medications that are more and more expensive, and we spend more and more money buying those medications and everything. And then the healthcare industry keep pushing on us all this food and everything, and people, of course, they just indulge because food is one of the best pleasures in life. Let's eat the more we can. Oh, but look at that, it's healthy food, but you eat enough of it. You're eating too much of it. You're 60 years old, you're 50 years old. You need to stop eating that much. All right? But they don't tell you that because they are in cahoot with each other. They love each other, right? The food industry feeds you all this garbage full of carcinogens, right? I talk about it in another video. Just check it. And of course, the pharmaceutical industry, the healthcare industry, all these doctors and pharmaceutical industry and medication and blah, blah, blah. And right, they try to treat you, and it's like the dentist. The dentist dentist would not make any money if there was no sugar, right? If there was no glucose in your food. But they sell you all these candies, right? All these chocolate bars full of sugar, and all these candies that are yellow, green, pinkish, red, full of these dyes that cause cardiovascular disease, stiffen your arteries. Hopefully, thank God, now the Health and Human Services is trying to remove all these dyes, these artificial dyes that give this color to food, right? So that, oh, look at that, let me feed my kids with these beautiful candies, right? Sweet and sour candies, right? And the dentists make money out of that. The doctor makes money out of your diabetes and hypertension and your obesity. And then you're going to see this surgeon who's going to do this bariatric surgery, right? To remove a portion of your stomach so that you stop eating so much. And then, like my sister, her doctor wants to put her on this Ozempic, right? Oh my God, Ozempic, so that you can lose weight and get rid of your diabetes that she has. Now, the doctor is not going to tell my sister that the best Ozempic in the world, is to shut up this stuff, to shut your mouth, and to stop eating the way my sister does, right? But my sister, again, she loves food. Food is the center of her universe. Without food, she would be lost. Oh, look at that. There's these new restaurants that opened up. It's kind of like a Mexican restaurant, or that Chinese restaurant. Oh, look at that French restaurant that just came out. Oh, look at that Thai restaurant. Let's go try that Thai restaurant. Oh, look at that Vietnamese restaurant that came out. Every weekend they go for dinner, and then they enjoy and blah blah blah, and then she orders the pizza, the food, the burgers, or whenever they are hungry and they are driving with her husband and her kids. They're in this big SUV. Oh, let's stop at that pizza driving, or McDonald's driving, Burger King driving, or other, I don't know what the cuts, or other hamburger joint, In-N-Out Burger driving, and they just order all these burgers and fries and Coca-Cola and everything, right? I mean, the food industry loves my sister and her husband and her kids and all these families, millions of them, that indulge on these nasty foods, full of calories, full of carcinogens, full of nasty stuff, right? That they feed themselves and their family. And then, of course, my sister gets diabetes, her husband develops a heart attacks, and every doctor makes money out of taking care of them, like the dentist who makes money out of all these kids and teenagers and adults eating all these nasty chocolate bars and cakes and pancakes and blah 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 blah, and of course all these candies. They sit down, they go to watch a movie, and they have these big huge bags of popcorn. Now that the popcorn is not the healthy popcorn, it is super salted, it has a lot of sugar. I mean, it's just nasty stuff. Either it has tons of salt, which is a carcinogen. Guys, salt, if you eat too much of it, it goes in your stomach and it damages the lining of your stomach, and it causes stomach cancer. Salt is bad. Kitchen salt is bad for you. It raises your risk of hypertension and blood. It retains water. It's really bad stuff. Or the popcorn is not salted, but it is sweetened with some caramel stuff that they put, and honey stuff, and I don't know what the katsu they put on it, but it tastes pretty good. By the time she comes out of the movie, she ate a huge basket like this full of popcorn, and she already swallowed 1,000 calories. And then she wonders why her belly is coming out. She cannot lose the belly, she cannot lose the love handle, and her buttocks are getting bigger. My sister, I care about my sister, and I feel bad about telling her this kind of stuff. She needs to stop. She needs to just stop killing herself. And she has diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. She have a list like that of medication against high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, blah blah blah, right? But pleasure of food, right? Guys, we spend so much on healthcare because unfortunately the food industry and the pharmaceutical industry and maybe the medical lobby, they are all in cahoot, and they love you to get sick and to keep eating and eating and eating so that they can make billions of dollars. So what do you, the person that is watching me right now, what do you have to do? I care about you. I really do. That's why I am here. What can you do to help yourself? Well, that requires a little bit of willpower to stop eating like that, to remove food as the center of your universe. Now, I'm not talking about teenagers, kids, young adults who are growing, who are developing, who are exercising, playing soccer, football, basketball all the time, swimming all the time, going to the gym, building up muscle and everything. I'm talking about the mature adult like me, 50, 45, 40 maybe, postmenopausal woman of a certain age, elderly people, people who are 60, 65, 70, 80, 90, doesn't matter who the katso you are, whatever your age. But if you are an adult of a certain age, you need to have a little bit of willpower to stop eating like that, to stop exercising, to start exercising, and again exercising. It's just very, very different from one person to the other. And also to sleep good at night, and to stop eating junk food. And even if you eat healthy, just eat one time per day. Help yourself. And then you will see your diabetes will get better. Your doctor gonna lower the dosage of medication. Your heart failure will get better. Your doctor, your cardiologist will lower your dosage of medications, right? And you will lower your risk of cancers, dementia. Your memory will get sharper, right? My memory at the age of 50 is better than when I was 20 years old and that I entered medical college. I entered medical college at the age of 20. 30 years ago, right? I wish I had this memory when I was 20 years old. Sleep good, exercise regularly. And again, exercise, I talked to you in another video, doesn't have to be to go to the gym. Walking at least half an hour, between half an hour to 10 minutes every day religiously. That's good enough, right? But also decrease the amount of food, the amount of calories that you eat, right? Remove your dinner. You don't need no dinner, right? Replace it with a little snack. And then eventually remove your lunch. You don't need no lunch anymore. Replace it like me with a little snack, right? A little healthy snacks. And you will help yourself a lot. Learn a skill. Get your brain busy. Get your body busy so that you are physically active, right? If you're not physically active at work, like for instance a carpenter, a plumber, a gardener, they're always active at work. They exercise at work. They don't need to go to the gym. Then if you are sitting like me behind a computer or behind a desk seeing patients or scanning patients with the ultrasound machine, then I need to hit the gym, right? In addition to eating less. Even if you hit the gym, guys, you need to eat less. It doesn't matter. You need to eat less. And you need to sleep good. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I fall asleep like a baby. My brain wakes me up in the morning at 6 o'clock. In the middle of the night, I wake up one time to go pee, right? And that's it. And I'm healthy. I'm learning another language, right? I am fluent in 5 languages right now. I speak fluently, written, spoken, right? English, French, Spanish, Italian, and Persian. Persian is Farsi, right? Fluent, 100% written, spoken. And I am busy learning the Thai language. I am about 20% there, right? 100% is full, 100% fluency. And I'm learning despite being so busy. I'm learning my language number 6. God willing, in a few years, I'll be fluent in the Thai language. Learn a skill, learn a language, learn a craft, learn to play music, learn to play, I don't know, something, learn to play chess. I love to play chess with my friends online. It is so good. Learn to play bridge, right? Learn something, guys. Learn to paint, learn to carve, learn to do plumbing, learn to do gardening. Be active in your garden, right? Learn something after a certain age. Don't just eat constantly, watch stupid movies, right? Replace your entertainment, right, with healthy education. And that education can be anything. Can be learning to play piano, learning to play guitar, learning a new skill, learning wood carving. That education. Learning a new language, learning to improve your skills in science, in mathematics, in biology, whatever the katsu makes your brain happy and busy and makes your brain, your neurons connect more, right? Make more synapses. Guys, remember, the best way to keep your neurons alive and to prevent neurodegenerative disease and dementia is to keep your 10 billion. You have 10 billion neurons in your cerebrum. Right? Your cerebrum. This part, this upper part of your brain. 10 billion, right? The best way to keep them from dying as you get older and then develop dementia is to keep them busy, right? And as you learn something, as you learn a new craft, a new skill, a new language, a new musical instrument, a new game, not video game. Video game is a disaster. Your neurons are going to connect, make more synapses with each other. You're going to have a huge network between your 10 billion neurons, and you will keep them from dying, right? So it's a constellation of everything that you, as an individual person, can do to help yourself. Because the food industry doesn't care about you, the pharmaceutical industry doesn't care about you, and unfortunately the medical industry is making also billions of dollars out of your sickness, right? I love my dentist, right? And I go every 3 or 4 or 6 months to see him for my cleaning. My teeth are great. I'm doing okay for my age. They are perfect. But my dentist wants me to go back to see him all the time. Your doctor wants you to go back to see him all the time. Now, I'm not talking about screening exam. I'm talking about people who have all these diseases, thousands of different diseases. I mean, it's a disaster, guy. Help yourself. Help yourself. The government is not going to do anything for you guys. Help yourself. Guys, I love you. I care about you. If you are a human being watching me, not a robot, whatever your gender, your race, your age, and blah, 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 your sexual orientation, and blah, 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 and your religion, I don't give a cat. So if you're a human being, I care about you and I love you. I really do, genuinely. And that's why I am here. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to make any money. I'm not here to make any profit. I'm not here to BS you with anything. I'm here because I love you and I want to transfer my knowledge in some simple, easy ways without using medical terminology, boring stuff to tell you and sell you anything. I love you guys. I apologize that this video lasted a little bit more than I needed to. Sometime I have more stuff to tell you about. But I apologize and I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you in my next video. And never forget that Dr. B here, Dr. B, loves you and cares about you. And I really hope to see you and talk to you in my next video. God bless you all. Thank you so much.